So, welcome back to the Good Gaming Network with myself, Leon the Bizzle, and this is Natasha from Sega. She's a senior comms manager, right?
Exactly.
I got it. So, we're down here today at WASD Live with Sega, and this is your game, right?
Exactly, yeah. So we're a Paris-based studio, actually. We're about 160 people, and so today we have the demo of Humankind on the stand. And Humankind is a turn-based historical strategy game where you kind of are able to create your own civilization based on different cultures that you're able to combine to kind of create your own custom civilization, basically.
Yeah.
So you start out in the Neolithic era as like a little tribe, and you're, exploring, finding a good place to settle, and then once you find a good spot, you're going to create your settlement, create your city, and then you're going to go through each era of history. So
just before we go on to the next part, so to create your civilization, do you need to forage or anything, or start collecting resources, or literally you have that preset?
No, during the Neolithic era, you do have to forage.
Cool.
Yeah, so you're going to look for food. You can collect. Basically, you get like science points too if you find like curiosities and stuff, like as a result of exploring. And once you have accumulated enough resources, that's when you get to actually go into the first era of the game.
Cool. And then that builds on to building a city, right?
Exactly. So then you go into the ancient era, so you can pick there's 10 cultures per era, 11 now, 11 cultures per era, and 6 eras. There's 66 cultures in the game.
Okay.
And you can pick whichever one you want per era. So like in the ancient era, you could be the Egyptians, the Babylonians, right? And then in the classical era, you could be the Greeks, you could be...
and is it customization within that? Can you customize your character within that?
You play, right, so rather than playing as like a person from history or a historical leader, you actually create your own avatar.
Nice.
Right, so if we look at like, you can see that, right, like people have created their custom avatars, and what's really cool about that as well is that even when you're offline, people can play against your avatar, your friends.
Can you lose, so you said turn-based strategy, so can people invade your cities and...
Oh, for sure, yeah.
While you're offline also?
Oh, yeah.
So you'll have to. So that reminds me of like Ark, where myself and a friend would take turns and literally take it in shifts.
So it's not like Clash of Clans where like you have a permanent city, because each playthrough is different. So each time you play, you're going to create a new game. It's going to be completely different. But it is true that when you're offline, your friends can play against your avatar, right?
Okay.
And so it's kind of fun for them. And one of the things that we've been able to do that's been really cool is have like some content creators with their customized avatar in game. So we have a lot of influencers where we've done like their actual voice recordings and their faces, and so...
You didn't contact us though.
I didn't, no.
So drop a few names. Who you got with voices in there?
So we have like Spiffing Brit, we have Zerator, who's like a big one. Like all the Yogscast guys are big players of this type of game, you know? So we have Lewis in there as well. We have Gamer Zach, who is living in London now, but he's from Malaysia originally. Okay. We have like a Chinese influencer in there. We have quite a few people. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That sounds very, with 66 cultures. It sounds very cultured as well.
Yeah, and what's cool about it too is that they do Twitch drops with their avatars. So if you watch their stream, you can actually
for a certain amount of time
get that you can get it as a drop, and then you can play against them with their voices in game.
That's cool. That's really cool. So if I was to ask you a personal question, what's your go-to game?
Ooh, that's a really good question. My favorite game of all time right now is Stardew Valley.
Nice.
Before that, it was a lot of Age of Empires too. But I mean, when you work on video games, like you sit in front of your PC all day, so it's like sometimes you don't want to keep sitting in front of your PC after that. So I have been playing my Switch a lot, so...
And what you been playing?
I play, I hate to be the stereotype, but I play girly-ass games, Well, like, I play Animal Crossing, I play Stardew Valley,
love it.
all that stuff. So, actually, I've been playing Pokemon Arceus.
Which one? Arceus?
Yeah,
I've got that.
I played it on the train on the way here, so...
Have you played much?
I got through 2 hours on the train.
Because it's a lot different to the
older.
A lot
of cutscenes.
Yeah, it's a lot different to the older game with the whole new throwing system and whatnot, which is good.
Yeah.
It's something different, but I feel like Let's Go. Do you play Let's Go? Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. No. That was their introduction to the Switch, but then I feel like Sword and Shield was their main game.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is their introduction to their new style, and the next one will be their main game.
I played the Diamond and Pearl one,
the remix.
and then there's the new one, but that's like a more classic Pokemon game. But I do like how in Arceus, like you can actually see them wandering around
Yeah,
in the
it's
wild
cool.
in
They
3D.
just
Like
pop up.
you actually feel like it's like a real,
Yeah, it's cool.
So yeah.
So what game, you got 1 year, and you've got to spend it in a game world, where you going?
Stardew Valley for
You're
sure.
going to Stardew Valley?
Of course.
No questions.
I love Stardew Valley. That place is like that game will cure your depression. If you
Of course.
It's a beautiful game.
It's that pick-me-up game.
Yeah,
Right?
and he's doing a new one, because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
one
yeah.
guy that did the whole freaking game. So
That's cool.
And the Haunted Chocolatier is the new one that he's
Cool.
doing.
I'll look
yeah,
into that.
and you run a chocolate shop, but in a village with ghosts. So
Dope.
yeah, it sounds
Very
cool.
different.
Yeah.
But no, thank you for your time. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about this that you feel like we need to know? Is it out yet?
The game is out. It's been out since August, and there is a free demo on Steam. So you
Cool.
can play 100 turns for free, and if you like it, then you can continue your save game in the real game if you enjoy it. But yeah, so check out the free demo. Would be
Wicked.
my advice.
Natasha, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Good Gaming Network. Thank you again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Wicked, thank you.